Hello, good morning, evening, konbanwa. It's hi, howdy y'all. It's time for a stream. I just woke up, like literally woke up, sent off a couple of emails, and here we are. So hi, it's gonna be lazy life today. There's no getting around it. I gotta work this afternoon, but I wanted to stream, so yeah, that's gonna be the day. Thankfully, it's a short shift. You guys know me. I can power through those pretty easy. So, you know, I figured we've been doing a lot of like the unarchived new model testing streams, so it was time for us to get back in here and actually do like just a regular old stream. We'll have plenty of time with the new model once the debut comes out. But yeah, I feel like the past week or so, like half of the streams have been unarchived while I get this thing done. You know, I think at this point, I mean, my free trial is almost over on Live 2D. There might be like a couple minor adjustments that I need to make, but I think at this point the new model is pretty much locked. Everything else is just all of the extra stuff trying to get done. You know, we'll see if I can finish it in time or not. But you know, the new bumper and music and all of that, you know, those aren't as important. If I don't get them done by the time we actually debut, it's like not a huge deal. But you know, I do want to get as much done as I can for the future. That way, you know, the channel looks nice and professional. I don't know if you saw, but I did officially reveal the model on all of the socials. I have not updated like the banner and all of that here. I will probably do that like the week of, whenever it's time, but I have updated my profile picture and my banner with the new model and our lovely mama's info over on X, on Blue Sky, you know, all of the usuals. So if you have not had a chance to see the new model yet, if you are interested in fan arts and all of that good stuff, please make sure to go check it out. The art, of course, was done by the wonderful Tsukina Hana. So yeah, we're using the old model today, but the new model is out there now. So yeah, you know, I'm interested to see if y'all can come up with anything with the fan art stuff going on. And yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, you know, we'll be doing some final changeovers and stuff, like I said, probably the week of. You know, I said we were aiming for the 20th. It might be the 26th, 27th. We'll see. Who would have imagined that I would be having my debut right when FF14 has a lot of downtime? How very convenient. Who would have guessed? So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Yeah, things are moving along. I mean, at this point, it's just a waiting game. Like I said, if I don't get all of the assets done before all of the extra little things before then, that's perfectly fine. I think at this point, the model is ready for the stream. The only thing that I do need to get done and like locked and loaded is essentially the PowerPoint presentation. All of the likes, dislikes, all of that, but that shouldn't take too long. So yeah, things are moving, things are happening. You know, I'm very tired, very, very tired, and that's on top of some other stuff that's going on in the background. Some things I can't talk about. I've kind of alluded to it a little bit before, but you know, just some real life work related things that are also very exciting. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm very nervous You know, some things happened with some meetings, and that I think got a little bit lost in confusion and stuff. And so I'm kind of worried how that's going to affect things, but God, I just really got to get out of retail. So it's so close I can grasp it, but you know, if things don't work out, you know, we'll always have this. It's nice that I do at least have some kind of part-time work to have some kind of income to pay my bills. So, you know, worst comes to worst, we're right back where we started, but I at least have the satisfaction of knowing that I got this far, that, you know, my work has not been for naught. I think that's really, it's very much a mental thing, isn't it? You know, you go so long without hearing anything, you put out all of these applications and that kind of stuff, and you don't hear anything back except, you know, just regular form letters. So you just kind of get into this mindset of like, okay, maybe just no one cares, right? Maybe I'm not good enough. But this is, you know, it's, if nothing else, it's been a little bit of an ego boost. Of me needing an ego boost, who would have? Really, we're doing that? But no, you know, it does help things out a little bit. Gives me that confidence to be like, okay, something is working. It took a while to show some progress, but something out there is working and things are going good. So maybe it's not all for naught, right? So, you know, obviously the best case scenario is things work out and, you know, I can get out of retail. But if not, you know, at least I have that to kind of keep me going for a little bit longer, right? That being said, I guess we should actually do some stuff on stream, yeah? You know, it's just gonna be a chill night. It's gonna be whatever. A couple hours just doing yokai, maybe hop over to warrior and grind out those last couple of levels before 70 so I can enter Baja and then just kind of speed through that. So yeah, let me look over here. I think, see, I need Whisper next, and it is in Upper Lenosha. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you know, it's been kind of a wild time. I have like no real concept of time at this point. My sleep is just kind of like all over the place. I have not been getting a full night's sleep, and it's not like things have been interrupting me. I'm just waking up way earlier than I'm used to. So yeah, it's one of those times. Camp Bronze Lake. All right, let's go. Finally, a new area. If nothing else. So yeah, I'm just very tired right now. But you know, I just really wanted to stream. Again, you know, I've talked about it before, but as much as I'm talking about the new debut and all of this other stuff, you know, it's all ultimately for the stream, right? So we gotta make sure that we're hopping in here every now and then and saying hi. That this is what it's all about, right? This is the end game right here. So yeah, but outside of that, I hope everyone's having a good start to your weekend. Yes, depending on where you are, it is officially Friday, so got a lot to look forward to. And sure enough, I think it's going to be a good weekend. I will be out of town, so unfortunately I will not be able to stream at any point this weekend, but it's going to be nice. You know, I only get out of my little hometown maybe once a year, if that. It's not even like it's like a far drive. It's maybe a 2-hour drive to the old big city, right? But I don't ever really have the opportunity to get up there. You know, you gotta pay for gas and make sure the car's working and all of that. But yeah, we're gonna go, and I'm gonna hang out with my best buddy, his wife. We'll probably have a little bit of a party in the evening as we roam around the downtown area after our soccer game. And yeah, just enjoy getting out. You know, it might rain a little bit, so I'm hoping the soccer game is going to be okay, but we're trying to decide what we want to do in the morning, if we want to sleep in a little bit. Personally, I want to go up and maybe do a little bit in the morning before we start pre-gaming the match and all of that. We have a very nice art museum and a very nice zoo, so I really kind of want to hit those up. Those are two of my favorite places in the city. I don't know if you know much about St. Louis other than what people read in the news, But there actually is a lot of good stuff to do up there, a lot of really good food. But my favorite spot is Forest Park because of the zoo and the art museum and just all kinds of other stuff going on there too. But the best part about it is it's all free. Like, that's what's really nice, is like you can spend, if I wanted to, you know, take some time out of the middle of my week and go up there, I can go up there and spend an afternoon for free, you know, going around, checking out some cool artwork, checking out some cool animals. It's a lot of fun. And sure enough, it's something that I have sadly not done in some time. So I think it would be nice to go up a little early. He's never been to the St. Louis Art Museum, so yeah, it would be like a first for him. So I think that might be kind of fun. But also we just like getting out of town and just kind of hanging out, right? So I'm sure whatever we decide to do, it's going to be fun. And yeah, nice little overnight trip. Very, very sorely needed. But yeah, that's what I've got to look forward to this weekend. It's pretty amazing how it's really not all that far away, but it feels so difficult to get out of my hometown sometimes. You know, it really is kind of like a day trip up there. It's really, you don't even have to spend the night if you want. We're close enough. But unless I've got like a reason to go up there, either, you know, a football game, a baseball game, something like that, meetings or something along those lines, I really don't get up there enough. I think the last time I went up there was the St. Louis Literary Award, which was Neil Gaiman, which was really cool. Obviously, I'm going to make some time if he's coming in the area. You know, I'm going to make some time to head over there and check that out. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. But I think that's the last time I went up there. I don't think I'll get as many, you know, signed books or anything like that this time around, but it'll be nice. No, I just need a city. I need to escape. I need to escape the farmlands, right? And get up there and just be around people for a little bit that aren't my customers. more than anything else. So yeah, you know, what all do you guys have going on this weekend? Anything good? You know, it's finally starting to get to be summer, so a lot of events starting to pop up, and yeah, it's kind of nice after the long, harsh, cold winter. You know, I know convention season is coming up too. I would say it's probably already started, right? Like, you know, AX will probably be the first big one. I know Off-Kai just happened, which is, I think is very cool that there is a convention just for VTubers. So, you know, that might be something to put on the old bucket list one day. You know, if we can keep the channel growing, that kind of thing, you might see me at Off-Kai at some point. I didn't even realize it was coming up so soon until it was already here. I've just been so busy with work. I've been a little bit out of the loop in terms of the news and stuff. But yeah, it seems like people had a lot of fun. You know, I don't really know a whole lot about the hotel or anything that it was at, but I've been up in that area a couple of times in my life, and it's a very, very nice area. A lot of stuff to do even outside the hotel. So sure enough, I'm glad people had fun. Seems like people were relatively safe. Obviously, there's been some reports of some illness and stuff. I think even regardless of everything going on right now, that's just bound to happen. I think anyone that has ever been to Comic-Con knows about con crud. So, you know, I hope everyone gets well soon and starts feeling a little bit better. But yeah, you know, I miss conventions. I think I miss St. Louis's anime convention. That one is like really early in the year. So I haven't heard a whole lot about the news. They might have another one coming up for the summer period. I need to double check. But yeah, you know, I miss going to conventions. That's definitely on the bucket list as we grow the channels, to make some appearances and get back to it. Going to Comic-Con every year was like my big thing. Like, that was my big escape from LA. Speaking of only leaving town once a year, that was Comic-Con for me, and I sorely miss it. It is unfortunately too far away from me now to really be able to afford to make the trip again. But anything even local would be really nice. So yeah, that's exciting. I don't know what else is coming up. I can't remember when New York Comic-Con is, but yeah, you know, you've got Yeah, you've got AX coming up in LA. I think New York has a big anime expo as well, separate from their Comic-Con. I just don't know a whole lot about the times or anything, but you know, gear up those cosplays. It's almost here, right? So yeah, you know, it's just been it's nice to be in the summer feels. Now that the storms have mostly passed, I'm sure we'll still get hit every now and then. But yeah, spring is essentially gone. Summer is here. I just feel a lot more awake. I don't know if it's just the sunlight. I mean, I don't like cold to begin with. You know, it's just not something I handle all that well. My best buddy, he's talking about moving up to like Minnesota or something like that. I'm like, bro, I love you, but I probably am never going to visit you if you move up there. Well, I mean, who am I kidding? I'll go up there. It'll just be during the summer at some point. I'll brave the mosquitoes before I brave this Minnesota snow. But he likes that kind of stuff. He always have. And to be honest, a few times that I visited him, like in the winter in very cold places like Colorado and New York, I don't know if it's just luck, but it really has not been that bad. So, yeah, you know, there's that. Yeah, he and I, despite being like best friends of 30-something years, right? It's very interesting how sometimes we're complete opposites on certain things, right? But you know, we're both adults. We manage. You know, the friendship's more important than you know, the weather. But it is very funny sometimes talking about our life goals. For me, I am perfectly fine. It is like 50 to 60 degrees humidity in my room right now. I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. Here we go. And this one was supposedly green in terms of the... let me double check. I am in the right place, right? Upper Lenosha. I don't know what's going on. This was like a bright green for the for the fate sheet. But I ain't seeing nothing. I've got nothing here. Maybe they just spawn one right after the other sometimes. I don't know. So yeah. But outside of that, you know, it's just it's the time for doing things. I have that brief window in my yearly rituals, I guess, where I can get stuff done. So we've got like 3 months before winter hits, and I just don't want to do anything again. Okay, well, I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna take this long for the fates to spawn, but here we are. This is where we're at this point. I mean, if it keeps taking too long, then yeah, I'm just gonna hop in and go do some roulettes or something. Man, this one's tough. Which one do I want to do? I mean, I could probably fit them both in, to be honest. We'll do this one first. These usually aren't too bad. All right, let's go. Wait, do I not? Oh, there. I was like, wait a second. Oh, I don't have like any moves for this one. But thankfully, it's a pack of 3 one, so it should be pretty fast. You know, I did see the Dragon Quest collab has started back up, so you know, if you don't have your slime hat, you know, you gotta go put on the slime hat for Alei Toriyama. And yeah, go and show some support. It's really not too bad if I remember right. I feel like it was fairly easy, so nothing super difficult. It's definitely not yokai, despite being Dragon Quest. So yeah. Yeah, but yeah, you know, I know that some of the... Come on. I know that the... Come on. There we go, there we go. I feel like I was constantly getting stunned there. The media tour stuff has started to leak. That's what I was trying to say. What are words, right? Who needs those things? So yeah, I haven't really seen a whole lot of stuff yet. I've been kind of out of the loop in terms of like Final Fantasy XIV specific content creators. But I have seen a couple of things with like the tool tips and the class changes and that kind of thing, and I think it definitely looks pretty interesting. It doesn't look like Red Mage is changing a whole lot. They do have one kind of major change with acceleration that I'm kind of curious about, with, what is it, like deep impact or something like that. So, you know, I think that'll be kind of interesting to see. I don't know how it's going to change things up in the long run. I'll have to see what exactly deep impact does for like our rotation just in general. Seems like it's going to be more of an AoE thing, but if they're tying it to acceleration, then might be something we kind of weave in there. But aside from that, I mean, it doesn't seem like we're really changing all of that much. For the most part, it seems like we're pretty much going to be doing the same things that we have been doing. And yeah, it does look like the Viper is a little more complex than people were originally thinking. So, you know, that's going to be kind of interesting. Pictomancer is just going to be, it's going to be Pictomancer. It looks like it's going to be kind of nuts. But overall, I mean, I like a lot of the changes that I've seen. There's always going to be some tweaks to potency and timings and that kind of thing all the way down to the very end. But for the most part, I don't think it seemed like there were going to be too many big surprises. So yeah, it'll be fun to see how things shake out in the long term with some of the minor tweaks here and there. I am very curious about Adel getting an extra 15 seconds sometimes. Like, it just feels like a very odd change. Not necessarily a bad one, though. But I'm just kind of like thinking, you know, of all the things that they changed with Adel, they're increasing the length of time that it works. So, like, are we going to have, like, 15-minute, like, tier fights now? Like, I feel like the timing of things is really... Like, they've had 10-minute boss fights for quite a while now. So, like, are we doing this? Like, what's the purpose of the extra timing? It kind of worries me a little bit in terms of, you know, the consequences of this. Like, it's not bad. I don't think anyone's going to complain about having extra time on any of their dots, really. It has me kind of worried with what the fights are going to be like now. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but I am ready for it. You know, I kind of want it to be here already. It feels so close and yet so far away. Like, it's really only 20 days left now, right? 20 days left, and it'll feel a little bit shorter than that if you're going to be doing the Elden Ring DLC. So, you know, it's basically here. But, you know, I'm sitting here playing it right now, and I'm like, man, I really want the new stuff. I really want to try some of the new stuff. Like, as much as I want all of the yokai weapons, give me the new stuff. Let me in, right? So, yeah. The hype is building, my friends. We're almost at that time. It is drawing near. It is upon us. So, yeah. Nothing we can do about it but wait. It's like when I'm stuck at the counter and when I'm stuck at the cash wrap all day. There's literally nothing I can do that's going to make time go faster. So, you know, 4 hours is 4 hours and 20 days is 20 days. It'd be pretty sweet if I could make the earth move around the sun a little bit faster, but unfortunately I cannot do that. I cannot travel back in time. I cannot go forward in time. Life is life. But, you know, we'll have plenty of stuff to get our fill in the meantime. You know, we're getting kind of close to finishing the yokai weapon, so I don't know what we'll do after that. But, you know, we're going to be doing, as I've mentioned before, quite a few more Dawntrail prep, I guess. Final Fantasy XIV streams, getting ready for it. We're kind of back into full FF mode. I have been doing a little bit of No Man's Sky. Got my Iron Vulture, duped it a bunch of times so I could get all of the parts, and yeah, you know, a little bit in Elite Dangerous. I have not played as much in Elite lately. There's still a lot of BGS stuff that I could be doing, I guess, but you know, with it being full Dawntrail prep, I've really just been kind of playing this more. In terms of my MMOs and then No Man's Sky, it's been a lot of fun hopping back into that. But now that the expedition is over, you know, I'm not entirely sure. Hey, there we go. finally starting to trickle in. I'm not entirely sure, like, what I'll do in it. Like, it's one of those games that, like, when the expeditions come out and they have new content, like, I go really hard in it. And once that's done, I'm kind of like, well, I got nothing else to do now. Yeah, you know, I could always go and search for some more Sentinel ships. I'm still kind of on the hunt for that perfect Sentinel ship. So I'm pretty happy with all of the ones I've got, but I could do better, right? It's like my planet hunting in Elite, right? Like, I found some cool stuff, but it's not the perfect one. So we'll have to see. I am kind of getting in the mood to finish a couple of my bases, so we might have some streams of that at some point. You know, we started that hotel in the middle of that big mountain range, right? And I never finished it. So I could always go in and do that. And then I can always expand Remnant Bay. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking. Join. Oh, this is the new one, yeah. Watch your back and defeat these lumbering golems. I don't even really remember what all I get from this, but we're gonna do it anyways. Yeah, let's go. This is the, if you don't know why I'm like pogging right now, this is the Dragon Quest fate. I didn't realize that it was here. So yeah, there's that. I don't know if it counts towards yokai too or not, but we're gonna do it. Maybe that's why all of the timing is off on this one, is it's like kind of messing with things to make sure that this one spawns. Huh. But yeah, you know, I'm kind of in the mood for building stuff, even though I'm not an interior designer, right? But No Man's Sky, I've sorely missed working on my bases over there, and now that I'm kind of done with the expedition, I can start going planet hunting again, and you know, find another really good planet to build another really cool base on. So yeah, that might be something we do in the future too. We'll see. What I really need is an FC here. I really want an FC house. I need to save up just a lot of gil. Try and maybe make as much as I can early on in Dawntrail, and try and move up into like a medium or a large. I know those are like really hard to get, but I mean, I'm not opposed to buying an FC either. I know that people usually charge, you know, 60, 70 million gil for that, but I'm not opposed to it. I don't mind the practice of it as long as it's not for like real money or anything. Now that we've got the lottery system in. But yeah, I just need extra rooms. I need an FC. I need extra rooms for all of my alts. I just really want to build something so you you can get it from this. This is nice. Very cool. Oh, big boy. Okay. I guess we're doing this. Okay. I don't really remember anything about this fate, or the event, for that matter. I've never played a Dragon Quest game, so I don't really know. But yeah, you know, I don't know. It's just, I wish they would make it a little bit easier for us to be able to invite alts to an FC. Like, the big reason I haven't just, like, paid people to sign a charter is that I would still need some way to invite my alts in. You know, I guess it's a little bit easier once you have a house, because you can just go to the placard and apply there, right? I can't remember if they have to be online to actually be invited. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've run an FC, so here we go. But yeah, you know, I've got all of these alts here on Balmung, and there's a lot of cool events that I would really like to do, like RP-wise. But I need more rooms. Like, I'm really into the concept of photo studios right now, right? Like, I've talked about it, like, very vaguely before, but I used to be a photographer. IRL, right? And, yeah, I really like the concept of building a photo studio in the game. I've seen a few, and there are a couple of really good ones, but not nearly as many as I was hoping. And by photo studio, I don't just mean like a really nice designer house that you can take pictures in, but like an actual photo studio that have different dioramas, Maybe each of the rooms in the additional chambers have a separate theme. Like Studio Summer or Studio Shade. I don't know if you've ever visited those, but those are a really good example, right? Like they are actual photo studios. And I would really like to make one. Not just for other people, but also just for my own, you know, G-posing. I'm definitely one of those creative types that's like, man, I like the resources that other people have built, and I'm very happy with them. But there's always something missing, right? There's always something that I'm looking for that I just cannot find. And it's just easier for me to just build it myself, right? If I'm missing something and I really want this specific concept or a specific setting or something like that, and I can't find it, then just let me build it myself, right? But right now, I unfortunately cannot do that because I lack the FC house. Obviously, I can rework Lounge Botanica, Kyra's home here. But, you know, I'm just thinking about it, and I feel like I would really need the additional chambers to really do all of the stuff that I want. And also, I don't want to change Lounge Botanica. I have a couple of other alts that, well, I have one other alt that has a house that I could potentially use. But even then, it's still just a personal FC. I mean, it's just a personal house. So I could build the dioramas, but that's it. I wouldn't have additional rooms. You know, it's a small house, so the dioramas would have to be kind of small as well. Like, I like bigger set pieces, personally. It just gives me a little bit more space and a little bit more options-wise in terms of what I can actually do. So, yeah. But, I mean, it is there. If I need to make different sets and kind of like change them out every season or something like that, I can. Like, it's definitely, it's doable. We're kind of rolling. I'm kind of scared what this means for the future. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. But is trying to get an FC, I think. Ugh, coffee. Please, coffee. It's not even warm anymore. I've been talking too long, but I need it. I need it in my veins. Yeah. No, I wish we had a big enough audience to make our own like community FC, but I don't even have a community Discord for y'all. I'm leaving that. I'm leaving that for the fans, man. But maybe in the game, I don't know. I'm a little bit less wary about doing that kind of stuff when it comes to in-game things. You know, it'd just be us hanging out and maybe doing some static stuff. You know, just having a little base camp of sorts. But that's, you know, that's the dream. I've got a couple friends I can ask to maybe help me sign a charter, if nothing else, but until I can actually get an FC house, I just really don't know what to do about the alts more than anything else. Like, you know me, I love this game, but that is probably one of my only real, like, actual kind of makes me mad complaints is how hard it is to do stuff with your alts. I can understand their reasoning behind it with gil selling and all of that stuff, which is, I mean, I don't want to downplay it because it is definitely a problem. But at the same time, it's like, you know, are the benefits that we're getting from it, you know, with tamping down on gil selling, is it really outweighing the struggle to do stuff with our alts? Like, is it outweighing the actual player benefit? You know, my kind of thought about it is like, you know, it's 2024. Obviously, the scammers are very, very annoying in chat. But how many people are legitimately, like, still falling for it? Maybe it's a bigger deal in some of the other data centers. I don't know. It's some of the other regions. But, like, I have a hard time thinking, like, in 2024, of people that would play MMOs falling for that kind of stuff, right? I don't really know. Maybe it still is. They have a lot more data on this kind of stuff than I do. But I mean, we already have a ton of bots and stuff in our social media accounts. I feel like it's something that's kind of a known entity at this point. So, like, I just really don't see, blocking out stuff from your ults or making it more difficult to do stuff with your ults is really outweighing the benefits that we get from stopping a little bit of gil selling, right? Yeah, it's vaguely annoying to have to right click report RMT transaction, but I don't think that outweighs being able to, you know, invite alts to an FC, right? Or having to have people online to do it. I don't know. There's probably, I mean, I'm not a game dev. I'm sure there's some weird situations that I'm not thinking about that they have to consider. So, you know, don't take my word for it, I guess. Where are they? What are they doing? Well, eventually I'll be able to get on my mount. Well, I guess we're doing this the old school way. Let's just hoof it. There we go. It gets weird like that sometimes with your... Yeah, it's like behind the wall or something. What's going on? I don't know. It's very weird. It does this sometimes with your chocobo. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Like, it should have a tether or something along those lines. There we go. Much better. All right, I'm going to be able to make it in time. Nope. Man, that one that's up there, I feel like that one goes so fast. That one, like, barely blinked. And it was gone. You know what they say, all we are is dust in the wind, so... Alright, here we go again. Again, I don't really know what exactly we get from this, but... it seemed like this potentially had better drop rates for the badges, so... we're gonna do it. And, you know, if anyone else stops by trying to do the actual Dragon Quest quests, then there you go. It is kind of a weird time. I figured there'd be more people out and about. I know it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, but it is Balmung. Usually there's people out somewhere. One of the reasons I like the server, right, is no matter what time of day, something is happening. Also, I need to get back into the old big city. I need stuff to do overnights. Granted, I need an even bigger city than St. Louis. St. Louis honestly does kind of shut down pretty early. It is very much a Midwestern city. Put me up in Chicago or New York, man. Please help me move. Get me there. Give me those real streamer bucks, so I can make that partner money. Get up there and enjoy the high life in some rat infested studio apartment. At least I'd be around people. Alright. Ooh, Buzz and Buddies 2 is almost complete. Hooray. Yeah, I think that's what I miss most about LA, is like I always had something to do. I had places to eat overnight. I don't know. I just like being around people at all hours of the day. At all hours of the day, you kind of enter that kind of like liminal space mode, right? I mean, that's what it is, right? Where everything's just kind of like, I don't know. It gets to a point where things just don't feel real. It hits that time of night. You're just kind of like hyper aware of time and place, right? I miss going into Walmarts at like 3 o'clock in the morning. If you've ever done that, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You get it. Okay. But yeah, you know, speaking of, you know, doing the whole streamer thing, you know, we are still climbing up to that 1500. So by all means, share with your friends, make those clips, like and subscribe. You know the deal. Help us get up to that 1500 and then beyond. You know, we'll just keep doing our thing, keep growing as best as we can. I know might be talking into the void at this time of night, but you know, if you do watch the VODs and that kind of stuff, you know, that does give you the opportunity to watch when I do go live. So, hey, we're halfway there. So yeah, you know, help me get up to that 1500 and then up to 2000 after that. You know, that's the big goal for the year. Hopefully with the new model and everything, we'll have a little bit of a boost. But yeah, that's the big thing, is make sure that, you know, you get the notification for when we're going live. I mean, obviously I will be posting all of that stuff on the socials. Again, you know, if you are watching this, the tentative date is going to be probably later than sooner. You know, originally it was going to be the 20th, but I'm thinking the 26th or 27th during Dawntrail downtime. I just figure, you know, we're gonna need stuff to do. People are gonna want some content. We're gonna want to talk about FF14 and that kind of stuff. So it just feels like a good time to do it. So kind of keep an eye out. I will let you know the official word when it happens across all of the socials. But basically, when you see the banner change here on YouTube, and the new profile pictures and that kind of thing, you'll know. It's like the bat signal going out. In terms of, like, you know, hashtags and that kind of thing, I'm still trying to figure out what hashtags we want to use. You know, I have changed my name on the socials. The official name is going to be Weston Asher. I'm thinking for artwork, Sketchton is probably what we're gonna go with. I tried to do a little Oppo research. I don't really know if it's Oppo research. It's just VTuber research, right? But I did do a little research. It didn't seem like it was really taken by any, like, all that much. So I'm kind of thinking Sketchton is gonna be it. I'm kind of thinking for the fan name, Asherites. Kind of feels like it'll be kind of fun. But, I mean, it's still very early. I'm still making the PowerPoints for all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's all up in the air. You know, give me your thoughts, your suggestions. Let me know what you think. If you think something else might work. Like, I'm up for it. You know, I know that, you know, we don't have, like, a fan Discord or anything like that. But I'm still... You know, I'm still not opposed to having some community involvement with this kind of thing. So, you know, let me know your thoughts. Share that artwork. And yeah. You know, there's still a lot of, in addition to, you know, all of the behind the scenes work that I'm doing on this thing, you know, there's still minor things like that we kind of need to figure out. Right now, the Oshi mark is an hourglass. And the lore and all of that will make a lot of sense when when the debut comes around. But needless to say, I mean, I've already mentioned him once on this stream, but I'm a pretty big fan of Neil Gaiman, so there's your big hint, right? But yeah, you know, we need to think about, you know, some of the hashtags and that kind of thing. I've never really done that here on this channel before, right? Like that's all kind of a new thing. But with us moving up into the big old VTuber realm and end up kind of jazzing up the channel a little bit, making it a little bit slicker, treating this more like a job now that we've been at it a year. You know, I think those kind of things are kind of fun. They're kind of important. I want something that everyone is going to be able to have some fun with, something that you're proud of. You know, I want you to be, you know, happy that you're a fan of the channel, right? I want you all to feel like, you know, you can go to a convention and like, oh, hey, you like this VTuber? You like Weston? And have someone else be like, oh, yeah, are you an Asherite? It's like, yeah, we are. So, you know, it's all about you guys. I want to make sure that, that it's working for you as well as it's working for me. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. But most importantly, go check out Mama. She's over there. I should have her links in the... Oh, crap, I need to actually, like, sticky that post. Yeah, I will sticky the character design sheet with her card info later on this evening. So keep an eye out for that. It is already posted. I don't really use X all that much these days, so you can definitely find it pretty easily. But yeah, it's just tsukinohana.card.co. And yeah, just wonderful job with the artwork. I already told her I'm kind of nervous that my rigging might not have lived up to the hype. of the work that she did, but you know, we're gonna try our best, and she's just a wonderful, wonderful person to work with. So yeah, give her a look. Here we go. Yeah, I'm excited that it's out there now, though. But yeah, we'll be working on some of that small stuff, and I'll probably keep asking, you know, here and there, now and then, for more ideas for stuff like the fan hashtags and community name and that kind of thing. So yeah, we're at the fun part of the debut, right? Of the debut planning, I should say. Man, this guy, he really does not want to die. Okay, come on. Got this. There we go. No badge. Oh wow, who would have guessed? These badges are like comps for red mages. You put in all the work and they still don't show up. Well, you know, I knew it was gonna happen because we had that string of like 3 or 4 in a row. It giveth and it taketh away. I was really hoping to get 2 weapons done tonight, but at this rate, I don't think that's gonna happen. Taking too long. Maybe that's why they go down so fast. Is like that one's a tower, which means it's a protect the underlings kind of thing, right? Maybe they're just going down really fast. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, they died really fast, the supply troops. You basically gotta be there right when that thing goes up, huh? That one's rough. Well, rip those supply guys. That's alright, they'll be back. It's not like Limsa has any lack of pirates to run these things. Okay. I do feel like the fates are picking up, though. I don't know if maybe it's just because I'm actually in the area now. But they are spawning pretty regularly, which is good. I think maybe no one had just been in the area for a little bit. There we go. Yeah, speaking of RP, I haven't been to the old quicksand in a while. I feel like I really have not done a whole lot in the game other than this for like the past month. Basically everything that we've been streaming, both here and unarchived, right? I feel like I need to hit up the old cities and see how things are over there. To see if there's any other big events, you know. See what new things people have come up with in their private hours, right? There's always something. There's always something, right? It's Balmung. We're nothing if not creative. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I haven't even really taken a look to see if there's like any new venues or anything like that. Ugh. I'm kind of out of the scene. You know, I've been doing a little bit more RP on some of my alts, but it's really just been kind of the same old places. I haven't really just like sat down and delved into what the scene's like nowadays. You know, outside of my usual haunts. I feel like the last couple of times it's just been, there's a lot more clubs. I mean, I feel like there's a new club popping up every other week, and that's just 100% not my scene. So yeah, I need to look for some actual like good RP venues instead of stuff you just gotta AFK at and sheer wave at, right? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the club scene, like, at all. It's like it's not that I dislike their existence. Like, I'm fine with clubs existing. My problem is more with like how big they try to make themselves be, right? Like, it feels very much like a Twitch streamer kind of thing, just spamming the message board, just spamming the other tab with like 5 different listings for the same club, and like constantly trying to hype up their Twitch DJ that has like 5 viewers. Not that I'm one to talk, I guess, where that's concerned, but yeah, you know, it's yeah, it's more how much they try and hype themselves up in the other tab that I think annoys me a little bit. Like an actual like AFK dance club is not like that. That's perfectly fine, I think. But you don't need 6 listings, right? And you don't need to make yourself seem like the biggest club on the block. It's an FF14 club. You're not charging actual cover charges for these things, right? I don't know. Like I lived in LA where cover charges for some of those clubs can get real pricey. So I don't know. I'm just not super impressed with your disco floor and Twitch DJ. I'm sorry. I'd much rather have actual good conversation than that kind of thing, right? Oh man. Got a few now that have not had any luck. But, you know, different vibes for different people. If people enjoy that, like, by all means, don't let me stop you. It's just, again, you don't need 5 party finder listings for it. Right? And they all use those weird, like, symbols, right? Like the weird, I don't know if you would call them mahjong lettering, right? Like the big block letters. I don't know. It's like some of them are borderline unreadable. I'm like, what is this even trying to say? Okay. And that, to be fair, that is not entirely a club thing. I've seen plenty of just like regular taverns using that too. Okay, Mamulja. It's time. Thankfully, this one's pretty easy. Here we've got Whispers. Interesting, because I feel like Whisper, as far as yokai goes, Whisper's really the main one you see more than any of the others. But here he is, just a regular old minion. Slash mount. I do have one of the Whisper mounts. I don't know what's different about the second one. I'm assuming it glows or something. Alright, but we are almost there. Like, we're getting down to, like, the nitty-gritty. I think after this one, I'll have 4 left. Something like that. It'll be so nice to get this thing done. Then, I don't know what. I mean, I am about ready to hop back into Baja with the Warrior. Grind out those last 10 levels to 80, so, you know. There's always a grind. It's just the state of MMOs, right? There will always be another grind. God knows I'm not looking forward to getting my crafters all the way back up to max level again. Thankfully, you know, they're all at 90. Most of them have pretty good gear right now. And we're getting to the point where they're not spawning as much again. And that's kind of what worries me a little bit. But yeah, you know, thankfully they're all at 90 right now. So I can hop into Alchemist and, you know, hopefully make a little bit of that early money, right? I don't know. I haven't decided which one I'm going to level first. I kind of need to level a couple at once, but trying to get like max of everything can be kind of tricky. At least max to the point where it is like ready to actually make some dollars, right? Get in on that early raid gear and that kind of thing. You know, I feel like my options are really going to be tailoring or alchemy. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'd like to get a little bit more gil. My alts I feel like are doing better than Kyra is, and that says a lot. But then again, my alts work a very, very different kind of job. So, you know, take that for what you will. It can be very easy to make a lot of gil really fast, depending on what you're willing to do. I'll just put it that way. I'll say nothing more. To make sure Rico's able to get their credit too. Oh, no luck. Here we go again. It's got a Porksy. All right, this one should be easy enough to get credit for. Ah. Oh man, I'm like at a bad spot too. Like running into the wall back here. Man, if even the Dragon Quest ones aren't giving me badges, that's we're really hunting, man. We're really digging. Come on, I'm getting desperate. I'm ready to be done with this. Ready to be done with this and get some other kind of content in. And it's definitely taking longer this time too. Like we're at that 40-ish minutes. A little bit longer. We're still only halfway there. I don't know what the deal is. Whisper's out. Alright, so it looks like they are after the badges too, so that's good. Might help this go a little bit faster. I don't know, the only thing that I can figure is that I'm not getting gold rating on some of these, but I can't imagine that I'm not. I mean, I am blitzing through some of these fates. And yeah, we're still only at 5 for some reason. That's kind of wild. I don't think I've ever been this low on badges this far into doing them. This is definitely one of the worst case scenarios. Hopefully, let's do Poor Maid's Mess first. Because we can get that, we can get the boss pretty quickly. Coming over? Yeah, there he is. Come on, Rico, it's you and me, buddy. We got this. I want to do the defense one first because we won't be able to complete that if those boxes go down. The boss we can take down. That one's got 13 minutes left on it. We'll see. We'll see what Rico ends up doing. I'm hoping that they kind of have the same mindset. We'll just have to wait and see here. Yeah. Brain hampers are still doing all right. Yeah, this maximizes. You'll very rarely ever hear me say that. But this is the most efficient way to do it, because this maximizes how many fates we can do. Even, yes, it's true. Even I can start worrying about efficiency and maximizing, min-maxing when I'm 10 weapons deep into yokai. We all go a little mad eventually. Did Rico decide to go up and do the other one? I don't know. Maybe. I know they're up there. That's good. I'm cool with that. Okay, so there's a couple of areas. Yeah. I didn't realize that there was that second area. That's actually really good. Nice thinking, Rico. You're a true pal. We're working as a team. I don't know who you are, but we're doing this. We're doing this together. Us versus these rats. Sorry, Bay. You knew it had to happen eventually. I love you, Bay. You're one of my Oshis, but these grain hampers can't save themselves. Why is the music so wistful here? What's up with this grain? Are we saving some children or something? It's very sad music for this. Hey, there we go. Hey, and another one. You and me, buddy. Let's take on this crab. You there? Or do you have your badges? Rico, no! Over here, Rico! Come on, man. There we go. Oh, I thought that it said stone cell. for a second. Like, yeah, that checks out. Hey, there we go. There we go. All right, make sure. Yeah, I think they've got enough to get their credit. The power of 2 bards. Yeah, if you're having trouble with blue mages or you don't have a blue mage leveled up, I'm definitely thinking bard is like the way to go. I feel like this has all been very solid. No cast timers. You can do everything at ranged. Yeah, it's just it is a very, very solid Fate job, I think. IMO. As someone that's several weapons deep into this at this point. Oh, 2 more to go. We can do this. I gotta believe. I wanna believe. And then, yeah, you know, I've got nothing else going on. It's a late shift. It's a short shift. I can do that. I can do that after pulling an all-nighter, man. On a Friday, I think I'll be fine. Rico coming. Hey, there you are. Oh, you did it the easy way of just porting, huh? That's thinking. I knew you were a smart one, Rico. But yeah, you know, I don't have anything going on, so we might try and see about fitting in another weapon, or I don't know. I kind of want to do some ruse, just change it up a little bit. But I am gonna need some more coffee if we're gonna keep going. I'm proud of myself. I had a salad for breakfast. You know, that doesn't happen every day. I've just been kind of feeling it. Like I've been kind of thinking about going, like, renewing my gym subscription, and like I haven't been to the gym in a couple of years, basically since the shutdowns, right? You know, Planet Fitness was cutting off all of their stuff, and then they started putting the bags around the vinyl wrap around all of the equipment. I don't know. I just really need to go back. I've been doing the streamer life a little too much, and I love the streamer life, but I also kind of want to make sure that I'm like healthy. You know, you kind of start worrying about that as you get a little bit older, right? So yeah, it's not very fun getting winded doing basic tasks at this point. It's not like I'm very much a living slender man, right? So it's not like I'm like overweight or anything. Quite the opposite. But that doesn't mean that like I'm healthy. So yeah, it'd be nice to actually get out. And my buddy, you know, the one that I'm going up to the game with, like he's really big on health and working out, and like he's got some guns, man. Like the last time we were hanging, I'm like, bro, what's up with your arms? Like, what have you been doing? And he's like, yeah, man, you know, just been doing my thing. He's chill like that. But yeah, so I need to follow some of his advice, and yeah, just pay the money, pay my $10 a month. No, I don't have Game Pass anymore. I can transfer my Game Pass money over to that. Well, there's probably other things I could probably transfer money from to do it, but I mean, it's only $10 a month, so yeah. I like the rowing machine. Like, that's my thing. I love the rowing machine. I don't know why. It's just very relaxing. It's kind of like a nice full body workout kind of thing. And yeah, it's just kind of nice. It's one of those things. I don't know why. What in the hell? Okay. All right, good job, Zanny. I didn't know that thing was there. That was a Black Mage Tonberry. That's kind of cool. Okay, one more. Come on. One more. But yeah, you know, like I don't mind like the other machines, but I just feel more zen on the rowing machine. I don't know if it's because growing up we went to the old river quite a bit and went out on the old boats or that kind of thing, but yeah, I just like it. Like, we've all got that one piece of equipment, I think, that just kind of like your thing. And mine is the rowing machine. I can stay on that thing my entire workout, really, if I wanted to. But usually I kind of limit it. I usually do like 10 minutes on it. And yeah, it's kind of my warm-up, I think. I like the stair machine too. The stairs are all right. I usually do the stairs and then the rowing machine as my warm-up after my stretches and, you know, sit-ups and that kind of, all the basic ones. And then I usually, like, I don't do like, oh, this is leg day and this is arms day or anything like that. I really kind of do a full body workout, and then I just do it fewer days of the week, just because I'm so inconsistent with my schedule on that kind of stuff. I probably should be better about it, but yeah, I don't mind it. I like doing the full body stuff and just you know, do a little bit of everything. I doubt I'm the kind of guy that will ever see like big gains, right? but I try and do a little bit of everything. There we go. It's all about the health. Like, I would like to be a little bit bigger. I'd like to not be a slender man. But you know, it's mostly about the health more than anything. I do feel a lot better. You know, after a couple of weeks of doing it, right? And you're just kind of like, wow, I can breathe again. This is really nice. This feels good. Like, yeah, you'll be kind of tired, and it's kind of a pain having to like actually go to Planet Fitness. It's like, mine is like 20 minutes away. Right? It's like, it's a journey. I've got to like plan out my time to go there. But yeah, you know, once you get over there and you get past it, it does feel good. Feels a lot better. All right, let's get this weapon, and I think this one was the bow, which is really nice. So yeah, that's exciting. Something I can actually maybe use. I don't know how goofy it looks. We'll find out here in about 2 seconds. I mean, let's face it, I'm never taking off the Terpander. Let's be real here. This is like the best bow in the game. Oh yeah, speaking of other stuff, you know, along with the tooltip leaks and all of that from the, well, they're not even leaks, it's media stuff from the media tour. I saw that Crystal had posted all of the AF gear, and yeah, it's looking real good. I had the Red Mage one. I'm not entirely sure if I like it more than my current. I'll have to get it and see what it looks like dyed more than anything, because you know me, like I love the hat. I will probably end up changing to that hat. We'll see. But I don't know. But the rest, yeah, I'll have to see what it looks like with a little white and maybe some black mixed in. I mean, yeah, you kind of know my style at this point. I'm not a big fan of long coats necessarily. I say as I have this one on my bar, but no, for my Red Mage, I like more like the vests and the jackets, not necessarily long-tailed stuff, but it does look pretty good. We'll have to see. As long as it's not a robe, more than anything else. I'm just so sick of robes being like the default caster for everything, right? Okay, I don't know if I'm using this bow, but it does look as goofy as expected, right? But yeah, I'll say I'm impressed. Oh, do I get my second whisper now? I think I need all 17 for the couch, right? Hello, Yoshi. Finished acquiring 13 of my finest weapons. Oh, that was my 13th. Nice. So I only need 4 more. We're almost there. Can imagine how thrilled you must feel, having obtained long sought after rewards. I get another Whisperer, I guess? I think it's the second Whisper mount, but again, I don't know what the difference is. Yes. Our own sometime in the future as friends. Until then. Odd. Nice. Nice. Alright, do I get it from this? I do. Whisper a go-go. Same reward, yeah. Alright, let's see what the difference is. Genuinely don't know. Oh, someone just got their 17th minion. Nice. Congratulations, Serena. Okay. Let's see here. Mount guide. We have the Whisper a Go-Go. Okay. Kind of hanging out. Kind of chilling. And looks kind of the same to me. I'll be honest, I don't really see too much of a difference because his tail spins. Does he have like a little glow? Or is it just faster? Huh. Well, you know, it's another mount for the collection, so I won't say no. Number go up. That being said, I am going to take like a quick 10-minute break. We're gonna bio. I need more coffee. I need more coffee. Please. Please. More coffee. And then, yeah, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. Like, we're getting close. I can check Whisper off the old map here. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 8. It says I've got 13. What was my 13th? Okay, before I go take a break, I'm gonna see what's going on here. One of them has not been saved. I don't know which one it is. Wait, I can take a look at my achievements, right? Like, I basically did this after looking at the armoire, but it could be possible that I have one of them actually in my chest. Take a look. Yeah, well, the break is on hold, friends. The break will wait a second. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Huh. Okay, well, let's put this one in for an item. Over the white wisp. Okay, so let's see here. Remove an item. Exclusive extras. They should all be in the extras, right? I think they are. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I've got the glaives, rapier. Obviously, I've got the rapier, the globe. It's the globe, okay. Codex of the Shrine Guardian, cane. All of these checked. Spear. Scar. Oh wait, no, because the buckler is technically 2. Wait, does that count? Ears of the moon rabbit? Which one's the paw? Oh, okay, that's warrior. Well, now I don't know. Huh. Oh. Oh. 17. 17. What am I missing? I am so confused right now. Let me take a look in the glamour dresser then. All. Spirit, no. Like, I think they were all steel. Yeah, I think they were all white, right? Like they weren't super special. I don't know. Did I accidentally destroy one? Let's take a look at the achievements. I hope I didn't accidentally destroy one. 13 yokai weapons. Okay. Display filtered categories. There we go. Seasonal events. Okay, so I've got a katana of the King's Council. When did I get the katana? I literally do not remember ever getting the katana. From Zazel, huh? Did I just never pick it up? Well, you know, it's by achievement, so that's fine. Yeah, I genuinely do not remember doing that. Okay, well, I'm not gonna complain. I just wish I knew what happened to the katana then. Wait, it's not still in my inventory, is it? What's happening? What is happening, friends? I don't remember any of this sort. Could have sworn that I put all of my stuff back in. Why I have the lion heart out? Welp. I guess I no longer have the katana then. I guess it is gone. Gone to the wind. That's fine. It's okay. I don't think I would be using it, but you know, it's still disappointing. I wonder if I can get it through the old Calamity Scavenger maybe. Go take a look. I'm just very confused right now. More than anything else. I am so confused. I have to assume there's a way to get it back. They're not going to like completely lock us out of seasonal stuff like that. Like that's kind of the whole point of the Calamity Scavenger, right? You would think. Recompense Officer, I don't know which one's which. Borrow gear, deal in spoils, no. Oh, I do still have some feathers. But that's the job specific gear, no. Item reclaim. I don't have anything to reclaim, I guess. Well, a recompense officer? Purchase other seasonal event items. Oh, got the yokai watch already. Is it one of those things maybe I can go back and get it from Town of the King's Council? Maybe like get another one from how? I would need to work up another one completely. Okay, well, I'm not doing that. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. It's not that cool. I'm fine with missing out on that katana. There will be other swords. Not like there's a lack of swords in this game. All right. Well, finally, let me go make some more coffee. Let me take a bio break. We'll be back in like 10-ish minutes or so. And then yeah, I might do some roulettes. I might do another MSQ or maybe a leveling roulette. I haven't decided. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to work today. All right, I'll be right back. Alright. Let's get back in here. Not quite 10 minutes, but, you know, fair enough. Alright, Whisper, you can go away now. What do we want to do? Let's see. What roulettes do we want to do tonight? I can't remember if I need to be 70 or 71 to get into Baja. Because once you do that, like, it's all, you know, it's all smooth sailing from there, right? But getting to that point, I'm kind of curious. Mended gear. I don't have any better gear, which is not good. Oh, hey, we can do this quest. I completely forgot that I had a job quest to do. So we're getting there. That'll be a little bit of XP too. Nice. Nice. God, here we are. How's my sanctuary doing? That's a scary thought. Poor mammoths are probably wondering where their owner went off to. And it's like, sorry, man, I'm about ready to go to space. I got more important things to worry about. I'm going the distance. I'm going for speed. My brother is gone. Spoke to Warrenson, but his men claim to have seen a man fitting brother's description boarding a ship heading to the Far East. Struck fool, no doubt he's gone off to find Organo. We can state there's no telling what misfortune may find him there. Would that I could go in search of him, but I cannot leave my post here in Limsa. James me to ask more of you. You think you could possibly find him? Nod, hand and fist. Bless you. He is searching for Dorgano, then he is making for the Azim Steppe. Things are as fast as is claimed. You would do well to find the closest settlement and begin your search there. If the gods are kind, someone will have seen him. Safe travels. To be completely fair, I remember none of this. It's been so long since I've done any of the job quests for Warrior that it's all... Oh. There we go, reunion. Hi, Sue. I just remember we had a warrior buddy that he lost his mojo. It's the best way to describe it. Okay, what's that for? Herbal rain. Another one of the that's another one of the event quests, I think. And with an axe, you have any idea how many brutes with axes come stomping through these parts? That's fair. Fair point. Right, now the tricky part with this is, like, I actually have all of my warrior buttons right now. We've done so many MSQs lately. I've kind of forgotten how to use the full rotation. Well, that's fine. We'll make do. It's just a class quest. How hard can it be? I say as I fall face down into the steppe. Ah, my homeland. Kyra's homeland. I don't think I ever said that she is a mole. In my RP lore, she is a mole, despite the angry blue skin. Right? She's overall fairly peaceful. She just left because she wanted to explore instead of staying here on the steppe. So that's, there you go. There's the backstory. Hey, I gotta remember all my buttons. I don't remember any of this. I guess it's really only the one, upheaval. And then I've got my actual shake it off buttons. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a wash because by the time I'm gonna need any of this stuff, they're gonna be changing it all anyways for the expansion. Thank you, kind stranger. Had you not arrived, I would have... Kyra, what are you doing here? Those people have come under attack. Come, we have to help them. Yeah, my voice. It's been a bit of time, so I don't think my voice can handle all the gravelly stuff too long. Oh no! Hope is not yet lost, though I fail to see why you chose to bring the worm. You just tell us what happened there. Carroll's settlement was attacked, but I was too late. It was all I could have seen to be seen when I arrived. You needn't worry, though. They escaped. I managed to track them back to Reunion. Upon finding them, however, I was greeted with looks of fear and disgust. It only suffered me long enough to explain the will of Karash is to blame for their woes. Because of Corel have created a clan of their own, the Shagan. They offered me shelter when I was first cast out. Corel see the will of Karash as a source of wrack and ruin. The Shagan praise it as a blessing from the Dusk Mother. All manner of heinous acts when Karash takes hold. Oh no. Rage. And some would even slay their own kin and claim it in the name of the Mother. Not abide their savagery and soon left. Still, my people mistake me for one of the Shagan now. You've tamed your rage. I've taught you. If you learn nothing, work all that training, they would deny me. But I cannot give up. I will avenge my people and earn their trust. Opponents are warriors who freely indulge in their inner beasts. You do not understand a chance alone. I will help you, as will I. I step appropriate gear. No need of your aid, worm. Only get in the way with your wriggling and writhing. Welcome. What say you? Sure. As you give me experience, and I only need like one more level. As you like, I only ask you don't slow us down. For now, return to Reunion and rest. The Shagan have grown careless and should prove easy for me to track. Count on me. Should not be long, Kyra. Okay. It's... Friggin' rude pig-headed, and she finally called me by my name. Well, sometimes you take what you can get, man. You could probably do better, but you never know. Love comes in all the strangest places, right? Alright, so is this going to be... Are we going to actually do this time, or does this just lead into the level 70 quest? I guess it just leads into the 70 quest, so alright, that was easy. I fought one monster. Well, you know, as long as the XP gains are the same, I'm not going to say anything. All Magni is doing up there. You know, we were kind of talking to Discord the other night. Phasing and WoW got brought up and how it would be kind of nice if we had something kind of similar to that. I was like, you know, I don't mind the idea. I wouldn't mind like seeing Serena on the throne up there after you complete the quest stuff. But man, as an RPer, phasing just had so many problems. So many issues in WoW. You just couldn't make events. I was always trying to come up with an excuse to use the Temple of the White Tiger in MOP. It's still one of my favorite areas in all of WoW. Like, you just couldn't. You couldn't do RP events there because it had like 5 layers of phasing to it depending on where you were at on different quests. Like, yeah, you can invite people, but if you have to invite people to your party for roleplay, it kind of kills a lot of the vibe. Right? Like, if you've got your own personal group, that's fine. But if you're like someone that wants to do walk-up RP or like host events, like, you can't really rely on that, right? So he's still having troubles with his inner beast. Well, one type of inner beast. I'm sure the other type is going just fine from the sounds of it. Now, what is going on inside me, nor how to conquer it. Knew only that I had to follow Dorgano. What in the heaven's name is wrong with me? For love, not cruel jests. Seek the truth, my friend. You know it. You know it in your heart. I shall do the same. All right. Cool. So next one's available at 70, I'm guessing. All right. Well, what are we doing? That didn't give me like anything. I thought it would be more. I'll be honest. I mean, MSQ is definitely the most. I mean, I can always do frontline too, I guess, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find one this time of night. It's pretty rough this time of day, even on Balmung. And I don't even know really who's even doing PvP these days. I haven't kept up with Crystal and Conflict. Oh my god, I haven't kept up with Crystal and Conflict in a while. Well, do we have a repair here? Traveling minute. There we go. You didn't help me. Oh, okay. That weird bear thing didn't even do enough damage to warrant a repair. Gotcha. Okay. It's been a while since I've been here. I used to do quite a bit of G-posing here. I should do that more. You know, I've been on the hunt for different photo studios for so long that I feel like I'm kind of neglecting just the regular areas of the game. And the steppe is one of my favorite zones. It looks like home, what can I say? But we've got more trees than this, but it is also very empty in a lot of places. But yeah, you know, I feel like with housing, it can be very easy to fall into the trap of just looking at housing and venues and kind of forgetting that like there's a lot of really good places just out here in the actual world that they created for us. So yeah, you know, it's nice to come back to some of these other areas after you've long completed them and just kind of remind yourself of what it's all about, right? Except Heavensward. you can ignore most of Heavensward. You don't want to go to the Churning Mists, really? You don't want to take screenshots on the hunk of dead rock? We were talking about this the other day. I guess Girl DM has been playing through a lot of FF14 with mixed opinions, right? And you know, it just kind of got the discussion started that like Stormblood, I feel like was actually a lot more enjoyable to play than Heavensward. Like obviously Heavensward's story is fantastic. I love Heavensward's story. But in terms of actually playing the game, Stormblood is much better on most levels. The classes were tighter. The zones are a lot prettier to look at. Yeah, it was just a lot more fun to play. Well, Alexander. Like, we like Alexander now, looking back. But people forgot how awful Alexander was, like, as a raid tier when it first came out. Like, he almost broke the game. Like, genuinely upset enough statics that they were almost about to quit. There were a couple there that were just straight up static breakers. But yeah, Stormblood just cleaned up a lot of stuff. The only downside was the Alliance raid. You know, I love you, Orban. I absolutely love the Stormblood raids themselves, but I am perfectly fine never doing that storyline again. I wish there was a way to make it easier to skip that storyline. It's so long, even skipping the cutscenes. It's like 40 minutes of just running around. It's so bad. But then you get into the raids, and the raids themselves are really good. So, you know, it kind of evens out. Yeah, overall, I think Stormblood is just so much more fun to play than Heavensward was. Definitely a lot better to look at, that's for sure. But yeah, you know, I know Girl DM has not enjoyed it as much as us hardcore FF14 fans have. You know, now that she's entering Shadowbringers, we'll see if that changes. But you know, I think it is important that, you know, if someone's not enjoying the game, I don't feel like you should force them to like it, right? Like, I know how our community gets sometimes, and we want everyone, and I think it's not even just the FF14 community, just fandoms in general. we enjoy it when other people enjoy the things we like, right? Like, we like being able to talk about the things we like with other people. But if someone is just clearly not enjoying it, like, I feel like, you know, we shouldn't feel like we should, like, just try harder to make them like it, all right? Like, that's not the way to approach things, you know? Hopefully she'll continue. Hopefully she's having a better time of it than she's letting on, right? Like, I don't watch a whole lot of Girl DM, so I don't know how much of it is, like, a shtick and how much of it is genuinely, like, her. But, you know, hopefully she likes it enough to continue into Shadowbringers. If she still doesn't like it after Shadowbringers, like, yeah, that's kind of like, you just play another game at that point. Like, yeah, you put a lot of hours into it, but at a certain point, like, if you don't like Shadowbringers, you're just not going to like the game, just straight up. There's just no way around it, I think. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes, but, you know, I'm hoping she finds some joy in there, and if not, hopefully, you know, she's big enough, she's got other games that she'll be able to play with other people. But I did also see Haruka is trying to blaze through and catch up before Dawntrail releases, and she's really enjoying the game, but also, good lord, that's going to be cutting it close. I think she was, last I checked, she was on 3.2. Like, the last couple of times I have leveled an alt, you know, just skipping the cutscenes and everything, because obviously I've done it all before. But running alts through, skipping cutscenes, even doing all of that and knowing exactly where I need to go for a lot of this stuff and how to do all the dungeons and all of that good stuff, it still took me roughly, I think it's like between 20 to 25 hours per expansion with skipping the cutscenes. Now, Haruka is obviously a very big streamer compared to me. She can pull those real streamer hours and do this as her job. So that does help out, that if she wants, she can do a 7 or 8 hour FF14 stream, right? That's still a lot. that's still cutting it close. But I'm glad she's having a good time. I hope she can do it, because I'm really excited for Dawntrail. And I think a lot of people are going to be having a lot of fun with it, so hopefully she can do it. But, you know, even if she doesn't manage to catch up, that's not the worst thing in the world, because, you know, as I've said a billion times on this stream, everyone is going to be streaming Dawntrail at release, right? And if everyone is streaming it, you know, that means not a whole lot of people are watching it. So, you know, if she has to spend a little bit more time going through Endwalker by then, and doesn't get to Dawntrail for like a week or so after, that's not the worst thing in the world as a streamer, I don't think. But I know she really wants to get there and hopefully avoid some spoilers. So, like, that's what I would be worried about more than anything else. Like, I don't mind if I can't start it immediately, because we will definitely get there. I am a lot more worried about avoiding spoilers. That to me is like a no-go. Yep. All right. We all good? Let's go. Okay. Dude, this is 2 streams in a row we've gotten Ultima. We're on a roll. We have avoided Praetorium. The rare prey avoidance. We'll see how they do. Last time got a little spicy. We were cutting it really close there at the very end, right? We'll be fine. I don't have to move too much. Nice. All right. But yeah, it is going to be nice to see a lot of the old guard back. Like I said a little bit earlier, I have not really kept up with other FF14 streamers in quite some time. So I don't really know who's been off playing other games and, you know, dealing with real life stuff and all of that. I did see that Kiriauri has officially kind of graduated. She's moving on to some real life stuff, and, you know, I really like Kiri. She was one of my first streamer acquaintances that I met in FF14. And so, you know, I hope everything's going well for her in her real life stuff, and the next phase of her journey goes well. But yeah, aside from her, I haven't really kept up a whole lot with who's playing what and what's going on. So I think now the Dawntrail is back, and hopefully I can get some of the media tour videos to show up in my feed. You know, it'll be nice to see some of the old names popping back up and doing their content again. It's been a little bit of a downtime. It happens with any MMO, you know, we're in that X-Pack lull. Hopefully they've managed to find plenty of other things to do, but yeah. And again, I mean, to be fair, I've never been, like, in with a lot of the community, right? Like, I watch a lot of people on my own time, but, like, I don't know a lot of other streamers, like, personally. I've never talked to most of them. Like, I'm not one of the cool kids. I'm not in with the cool crowd, I guess. Because as much as it seems like people like my guides and that kind of thing, which I'm, you know, obviously grateful for, I just kind of do my own thing. So, you know, there's that. But as a viewer myself, I do like watching that kind of stuff and seeing what people are up to, right? And I think Dawntrail is going to have a lot of fun content for people. So, yeah. Please look forward to it. All right, yeah, we are really blitzing through it this time compared to the last one. Edmund's Wind. I'm just so curious about how things are gonna go. All right. Speaking of, I need to take a look. So the next live letter is the 14th, right? Like, it's early enough in the morning that I think even if I do have to work that day, we should be able to fit it in. I will hopefully do a live stream watch along since it's been a while. But I have an interview, like another big real life thing coming up next week too. I got to check the date. So there's that. Okay. There we go. All right, Ifrit, do your thing. Do your worst, buddy. Thankfully, I feel like I'm not being super efficient with my defensives, but I feel like it's not necessarily like super important at this level. Thankfully. Arm's length. There we go. Oh. Almost forgot why I do that. Nice. Yeah, we are cruising. We are cruising, and this should get me up to the nice number. We're almost there. We're at the nice level. I'd save it up for the next phase. God, I can't. It says a lot when I'm excited to be in Baja. That's how you know it's been a rough leveling experience. When you were ready for the Eureka-esque content. Ready for those fates. To be fair, I feel like there are still a couple of items that I still need from it. I can't remember what entirely, but I feel like I do need it, right? Like there's a couple mounts or something. She can. She stepped on me, I know for sure. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, you know, I think with the Dawntrail stuff, speaking of, you know, the FF14 community, I think I'm kind of excited because I'm trying to think of some more guides to make. I feel like I haven't made a whole lot of guides lately, and that's one of the big reasons people do find the channel. I mean, hopefully at this point people kind of realize that I am a VTuber, right? Like, hi, take a look at like this year's worth of live videos. But the guides are really fun to make too. It's kind of something different that lets me stretch the creativity a little bit, right? So, yeah, you know, I'm kind of excited to see if maybe I can figure out some more guides to make. Whether they're new talking the Reds or something like that. I haven't really decided. We'll have to see what exactly is all involved with a lot of the side content and stuff. You know, I really do want to raid again, even if it's just like a couple of bosses in that first tier. But depending on how the real life stuff goes, you know, it might be tough fitting it in on time wise, because it is a big time commitment, kind of learning some of those fights. Which again, you know, like and subscribe to the channel. If this is my job, I can spend as much time learning it as we want, right? But yeah, some of the side content, some of the lazy life stuff, maybe some changes to PvP or extra things that they're adding in. Yeah, I'd like to make some more guides. I'd like to make some more content. You know, with this one kind of being a new start, I haven't really found the need to like make my thank you videos and stuff. Like I made that thank you Yoshi P video. That's just, you know, it's a little video of some of our memories of FF14 set to the prelude, right? Nothing super fancy, but you know, something kind of wistful. You know, there isn't really much of a reason for me to do that. Like, it's a new journey. I don't know what the new journey is going to involve, so you know, it is what it is. I don't have to look back at anything. We're looking forward, and I don't know what the future brings. So yeah, I gotta come up with some kind of guide content, something a little different. Like I said, not necessarily for the channel. It's or for the channel growth. I mean, that's always a positive. But it's as much for my own sanity as anything. Like I like stretching the old video editing muscles a little bit, as it were. Such devastation. It's not my intention. Say it. Say the line. Say the line, Gaius. Yay! He said the thing.
It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength.
I'm kind of worried about my gear. I should probably run some trusts here pretty soon. Actually, I don't know. At one point I can just go buy some new stuff. But I need to run some trusts and try and get some better gear. I'm sure it's not looking great. Because this is really the main way that I have leveled for some time now.
But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier.
Also, don't let me forget that I also need to redo my character portrait, because I keep forgetting that too. I feel like I've got some high-end tanking gear from some of my other tanks for my paladin and whatnot, but it might be AF gear. I tried to keep as much as I could for the other jobs, so maybe I've still got some sitting back. Worst comes to worst, I do get quite a bit just from my my retainers coming back. All right, let's go. All right, hit me with that music, Soken. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got the choir build up. That's how you know it's getting real. Okay. Yeah, this is not going to be a problem. We're doing fine. We're doing okay at this point. We're not gonna be cutting it down to like the very last half second of Ultima this time around. Okay, let's go ahead. Etheric Boom. That's the AoE, right? Yeah. I'll get this one. You're good. I got you, buddies. Okay. Oh. Here. Citadel Buster, my beloved. Where are the little mechs at? There we go. I knew you were around somewhere. I've been playing so much No Man's Sky lately. They just kind of look like multi-tools to me at this point. Don't they kind of look like multi-tools? I think they do. Can't be the only one. Like, now that you've seen it, if you play both games, you can't unsee it. I'm sorry for bringing this cursed knowledge upon you, but... Oh, sinner. There we go. Okay, hopping back to the center here soon. Just out of reach. Nice. That is how you do it. It's nice. And I got my reprisal off just in time. Hey, there we go. Now we're gaming. Now we're jaming. And I kind of just want to keep them in the center, to be honest. Might be a little bit easier overall. Just a little bit more room to breathe with some of these mechs. Yeah, see? Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Big one. Alright, and then I can just run through. Smooth. Tank purge. Right. We're getting down to the wire. I can't remember what percent it changes over. I think it's like 28, 27, something like that. But we're almost there. Now the question is it going to be enough XP to get me up to 69? Nice. Raising the Ultima weapon. Nice. Like, that is the downside with getting Ultimas. It is slightly less than the Praetorium, if I remember right. It's not, like, it's usually... It averages out to about 1 level per MSQ run, right? We're kind of at a weird point. We're at a weird stage. Alright, I'm gonna build up for that final burst. There we go. Not that I think we're gonna have any issues, but... Ooh, and we get a Dragoon. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. Alright, we're close enough. I can burn a little bit. Wow, look at that. See, I was worried. I was worried. Well, that's fine. That'll be easy enough to make up with something else. But that'll have to wait for another night. I think it's time for me to relax my voice a little bit and just kind of chill, because it is very, very late at night here. Try and scrounge up some food. But yeah, you know, thanks for hopping into just my little random Guerilla stream, right? I know it's a very odd hour for it, but I just really wanted to stream something after waking up and not really doing a whole lot. I was in a good mood. So, yeah. But, you know, we'll be off this weekend. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on IRL, and then hopefully next week got some more streams coming up. So, yeah, like, subscribe to the channel, and get ready for the debut. I will continue to remind people about it. Again, we are looking at probably the 26th or 27th when FF14 is in downtime to do the 2.0 re-debut. and enjoy the new model. But the artwork is out there. Character design sheet is there for you fan artists. But that being said, take care, everybody, and have a good start to your Friday. Bye-bye.